If you ain't got money and looking to start from scratch, we've already made that video a while back, and it's called 15 businesses you can start for cheap or even free. So if you're broke, go check out that one. It's not about taking online surveys or begging, it's the real deal. Now, for those of you who have some money already lined up, by the end of this video, you'll probably identify your next investment or at least get the confirmation that you're making the right call. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out. Here are 15 real, easiest ways to make money, especially if you already have some. Number 1. Crypto. Crypto is more than Bitcoin and Ethereum, and the entire industry is super hot right now. By far, the easiest way to make money this decade is to simply buy some Bitcoin or Ethereum and literally do nothing else but hold it for the next 5 to 10 years. If you're more tech-savvy and understand the space a little bit, you can even diversify your portfolio of holdings into potential DeFi, oracles, or infrastructure projects. Our picks would be Cardano, Chainlink, Polkadot, and Uniswap. Stay away from Dogecoin or Shiba Inu. Number 2. Trade stocks. This is where things can fluctuate based on how much money you actually have. Have a lot? Go with an index fund and play it safe. The S&P 500 is probably your best bet to make money sustainably and long-term. If you're feeling like you'd rather risk it all than play it safe, then look into leverage trading. Who knows, maybe you'll get lucky going diamond hands on one of those meme stocks. Number 3. Real estate. Governments everywhere are printing a ton of money and flooding the economy with it. Prices are already climbing, and they'll continue to do so for at least the next 12 to 14 months. If you've got money laying around and want a safe bet, buy property. It's the obvious hedge against inflation, and after the prices stabilize, we'll see the aftermath in the rise in rent. It's gonna be a lifelong cash flow. Pro tip, look for apartments that used to be used as small offices. Since everyone works from home now, these are selling under market value. Clean them up and turn them into residential apartments, and you're ready to cash in. Number 4. Venture capital. Something you probably don't know is that you don't need billions of dollars to become a venture capitalist. Thanks to everything happening in the age of the internet, you can now invest in early-stage companies from anywhere in the world. Our recommendation would be AngelList, Microventures, and SeedBlink, or just Google venture capital crowdfunding and the name of your region. Plenty of options should come up. Basically, you and other people come together and invest in early-stage companies. In return, you own a percentage of that company. If in a couple of years that company becomes highly profitable or gets acquired, you make bank. Number 5. Teach online. So you've made a bit of money. Do you know you can teach others how to do exactly what you did and get paid for it? Use some of the money to buy yourself equipment and offer a consultancy service. Costs are pretty minimal. You're able to do it from a laptop and basically from anywhere in the world. Online courses are great, and oh boy do we know something about online courses. But teaching live is a way more engaging type of approach, and your clients will get more value out of it. Number 6. Buy low, sell high. The more we think about it, the more we realize that every business out there is in the buy low, sell high business. Everyone is looking to arbitrage between cost of purchase and cost of sale. Find anything you can flip for a higher amount, and you're golden. Pro tip, recently we became aware of how big the resale gap is for old furniture. People go on Craigslist or flea markets, buy old furniture, give it a fresh look, and resell it for profit. Someone we know made over $100,000 just by doing this on the side last year. Number 7. Uber, the smart way. Now that we're no longer stuck inside, Uber is booming as a business. But before you brush us off, as you did with the articles you read before ending up here, take a moment and hear us out. What small investors do is they buy cars and have people act as drivers. Drivers get paid a wage plus a percentage of the earnings, and the investor keeps the rest. You can buy 5 cars and get 5 people to drive Uber for you. Because you're not investing a lot of money to begin with, the operation can be scaled until you can afford to buy some real estate or a bunch of crypto like real investors. Number 8. Monetize your online presence. If you've got a little bit of money, you either know something others don't, or at least decent when it comes to sales. Social media is the marketplace of today, so go out there and sell. Build a community, engage with your followers, and see how other people in your industry are cashing in on that exposure. Instead of making other people rich by plugging their products, develop your own and keep all the profit for yourself. Number 9. Facebook ads. Online ads get crazy returns. If you know what you're doing, you can get up to 30 to 50x returns on your spend. Here's the simplified version. Find a product with as high a profit margin as you can. Pro tip, it should be at least 40%. If you go to Alux.com/sell by the end of today, you could have a full online shop set up and you're going to get access to 2 weeks of premium services because Shopify wants to support our community. Put your product onto Shopify. You set up a payment system with PayPal or Stripe and then begin to promote your high-margin product on the socials. It might require a few tests to figure out which campaign gets you the best results, but once you do, you just keep those orders coming. Number 10. Acquire production equipment and raw materials. We love robots and machines that can create value for you. Example, a professional camera is a couple of $1,000, but if you're good at using it, you can earn back that money in a few weeks. By far our favorite ones are vending machines. You simply buy them, restock them once a day, and collect your cash. If you really wanted to, you could have one installed in front of your building before the end of the week. It might not make you millions, but it's a passive income and easily scalable. Number 11. Peer-to-peer lending. This is where you lend people your money and they pay it back with interest. Although it sounds very loan sharky when you say it out loud, there are plenty of options where you can do this legally and online. Just Google peer-to-peer lending and we're sure you're going to find several options that work in your area. But make sure to look into the project that you're funding and assess them based on the level of risk that you're willing to take. Number 12. Rent on Airbnb. When we got started with real estate, this was the first thing that we did. We purchased 2 apartments in the city center, fully furnished them with a few of our interior designer friends, and then had them listed on Airbnb. This initial test run has proven the concept, and if last year tourism was dead, oh boy, it's begun to pick up some steam. Pro tip: putting a pull-out couch in the living room increases the number of people who are able to book a place. It isn't an elegant solution, but it will dramatically increase the number of views and guests you get. Number 13. Become a silent partner in a business. Yes, this is similar to venture capital, but if that was done with an investment fund-like approach where you probably split your investment across several companies just to hedge your bets, this one is a little different. We recommend talking to your super talented and hardworking friends. More often than not, they're looking to expand their business and always in need of capital. That's where your money comes in. Become an investor and help them expand. By being a silent partner, they have their say in the business and where the business is going. We recommend becoming a silent partner because you can easily break friendships apart if things go south. Instead, offer advice when needed and see if you can open up some more doors for them. Number 14. Growing food. Yep, you heard us. We're recommending farming to y'all. But hold up, this is the new age cool type. You can now buy shipping containers retrofitted to become hydroponic farms, where you basically grow greenery such as lettuce, basil, parsley, bok choy, and so on. The cost of electricity is pretty low and fresh greens are being sold at a premium at your local supermarket. A single shipping container can net you over $80,000 a year. Freight farms are the most well-known of the bunch, but there are many companies in this space with different levels of tech associated with their containers. Look into it, we find it fascinating. Number 15. Do more of what got you the money in the first place. Statistically speaking, this is probably the highest return you're going to get for your buck. You already know what you're doing, so use the money and reinvest it in your business or whatever you're doing to bring in the cash. Once you have enough, you can look at all of these and see which fits you best. Your goal is to increase your income to the point where you can confidently create new sources of income independent of your activity. So here's an interesting question. We want to ask you, if you had $50,000 right now, what would you invest in? Show off your investment skills in the comments. We can't wait to see you in the conversation. Now, for those of you sticking around, of course, here's your well-deserved bonus. It doesn't matter how much money you have, anyone can invest. Here's a golden nugget. If you've got less than $5,000 saved up, that's not outside of investment money. Invest it in your education. You were smart enough to get $5K, you're smart enough to get it again. $0 to $5,000. If you don't have money, invest in yourself. Buy books, learn as much as you can. Try to put together the fundamentals of a business. $5,000 to $50,000? Invest it in your business. This is where you try to find that initial traction. Super important. Do not get distracted by shiny opportunities. You know your business well. Reinvest everything until your business is doing at least $100,000 in profit per year. This phase should take between 2 and 5 years depending on your ability. $100,000 to $500,000? This is where you jump into real estate. Use down payments, purchase multiple properties, rent them out, and let the rent pay for them. $1 million plus. When you're finally earning in excess of $1 million per year and you already have enough real estate to make sure you'll never be poor, that's when you begin to take higher risks with your excess capital. Your goal is to generate as many sources of income as you can, but in order to get to that point, you have to start by mastering the first one. If you're really going to do this, then do it right. We can't wait to hear from those of you who get to that 1 million plus phase. If that's your medium-term goal, please write 1M plus in the comments.